Hiya and welcome back to Moonlight Castle, the game that teaches us that I would like to... I don't even know anymore. I don't know anymore. Fucking Ryan something, I don't know. Anyways, let's just hop right in. We're gonna eat bear stew today. We entered the building and looked for our friends. Oh, everyone's already at the table. We approached them and I waved at every one of them. Sorry I made you guys wait. No worries, we just got here. Ryan and I sat on the two empty seats that were conveniently placed next to each other. I gave Liam a brief glance and he just winked at me. It was his doing, wasn't it? I swallowed the words in my mind before I had a chance to come off as too obvious. Patrice looked a little nervous, although it was hard to notice. I thought that he must be silently trying to guess the situation between Ryan and me right now. Maybe I should have texted the tiger. It felt kind of unfair to leave him in the dark regarding Liam's and my little mischief earlier. Hey Ryan, how are you feeling? The bear was a little perplexed. Regardless, he answered my question. Much better now, thanks. And then, without taking off my hat, he proceeded to ruffle my hair and make a mess out of it. Nothing else is bothering you? Huh? No, now I'm just hungry. Of course you are. It looked like the tiger was able to pick up what I was doing, and he appeared more relaxed now. Shall we begin with the little things I found? The dragon hinted at his bag. It seemed he was eager to show something to us.
No, Clyde. Save it for later. Let's talk about it somewhere more secluded.
Come on, now. I'm sure you were just seeing things because of your stress. Like, seriously? Cursed books? Come on. What are we talking about again? Ryan was already eating, and part of the food almost came out of his mouth as he said that. Clyde shook his head and ended the conversation. Let's talk about it in my room later. I wouldn't want to ruin your appetite after all. Ryan laughed and considered it a challenge. I doubt it. Nothing can stop me from enjoying this meal. I'd rather have us talk about the castle and Liam's motivation for finding it. It appeared to me that, from the way Russell was looking at Liam, the bull had already known what was going on.
Lunch first, talk later.
That's one thing I can agree on. One after another, all of us finished our lunch and turned our faces to look at Liam, who was supposed to talk about the events that happened to us last night.
What I'm about to say that is the truth in its entirety. If you have a faint heart, not necessarily Patrice, this is the time to step out.
Am I not even allowed to internally scream?
As long as you're not going to disrupt my explanation, I don't care.
We can give you a short, more friendly version later, are you sure? I want to hear. Regrets later.
The castle we visited yesterday was a physical embodiment of a curse. I could feel an evil presence lurking behind those walls. It followed me the entire night, never taking their eyes off me, but never acting upon it.
Yo, what the fuck? Who's stalking you? What? 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 I'm just trying to process what you just said. Cats, I'm trying to process what you just said. I mean, to each their own. Yeah, it's just standard cats behavior, I get that, and honestly, to each their own. Do what makes you happy. I'm just trying to process it.
I don't know. Did any of you feel something similar?
We all looked at each other. Concerned glances were shared. Nobody spoke up, but the answer came forward on its own.
I wonder why I didn't do anything.
Isn't it a good thing?
No, it isn't. I didn't get the chance to do my job. The curse welcomed us in and nothing happened. That's so strange.
That's because we visited an abandoned castle, Liam. There is no curse. I watched Patrice shaking like a leaf on his seat. He barely said anything and he was already a goner. True, this is some crazy horror movie plot, right? I'll never believe that.
Just because you didn't see it doesn't mean I'm lying. The castle is invisible. The curse decides who is allowed inside. You hear me?
Let's pretend you're right for a moment. I don't appreciate being put into a dangerous situation such as this without my consent.
It doesn't matter. You're fine. I just needed you to grant me that permission to enter the castle, do my job, and get out.
Who is it? Do you know that at least?
Nope. The castle went silent yesterday. I couldn't investigate shit. I can safely cross my name because I visited the campsite alone and couldn't find it.
You basically used us to find this place. You mentioned that it's your job. What does that mean?
I'm a medium, Joel. I get paid to get rid of weird supernatural bullshit such as this.
Russell snorted, causing Liam to grow upset. Are you claiming to be a ghost hunter?
I wish my job would be that simple. Moving a ghost or two doesn't remove the curse. It takes way more to clear up a place as big as that.
Liam picked up the bag he brought along and opened it in front of us. Holy shit! We could see a variety of weapons, weird papers, bows, bottles that contained a shining liquid, and strange accessories. This doesn't look like a job anymore.
There's some basic equipment. I tend to change stuff around after figuring out the type of curse I'm dealing with.
Dude, this shit is bad. Really, really bad.
It is when people enter the castle and disappear, never to be seen again.
What's your motive? I can't imagine you being a hero.
When your work can cost your life, the pay is really good, you know.
He does have the vibe of being a materialistic person.
You guys know I like the occult. Is it really so far-fetched for me to get a job in this field?
The fact that you can have a job like that at all is weird, Liam.
There's another reason, the real one.
Which is... We're listening. Liam sighed. He didn't seem willing to share that one as easily as the rest.
I've lost contact with my sister 3 years ago and recently managed to trace back her last known movements to this castle, the same one we explored yesterday.
I guess that explains why you wanted to find it so badly.
I wanted to find her first, and I'll destroy the castle before I can claim more victims.
Yep, I was right to trust my gut feeling. This is crazy.
You were literally the last person I expected to agree. Just be quiet on your seat.
You told us your story. What do you want from us?
Nothing. We want nothing to do with this. Get the police involved. What the fuck?
Well, I don't think he needs to tell you why that isn't going to work.
Honestly, I can do this just fine with Dylan, but you wanted to know, so here it is.
Are you going back in there tonight?
Yes, I will.
If we were to join you, can you guarantee our safety?
I don't think I can. Look in your eyes tells me that you still don't believe me.
It's a lot to take in. Please understand that it's not easy to believe your story.
This is your last call. Are you coming with me tonight or not?
Should we help him? No. No. Because we want to go on a date with Ryan. No. Shit. Damn it. I want to go on a pretty date with Ryan and make him feel pretty. We're gonna eat with Ryan on a picnic. Exactly. We're gonna sleep. Oh. 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 I realized my mistake. I realized my error. Okay, Liam, I would very much like death now. All it took was one look at Ryan and we both smiled like idiots. We were having the same thoughts. Let's do it. I didn't get a chance to see all of it, did I? One more time, please. Our words utterly obliterated that tense atmosphere around us, causing quite the shock. Did you two even listen to what Liam told us? I can feel a certain hunger for adventure coming from them. You two are being reckless. Don't listen to Liam so casually. Liam looked at me surprised. Nobody really expected a yes from Joel. I couldn't blame them. I was pretty sure everyone thought I had a nice, uneventful life. They must have thought now that I'm throwing it all away by following a lunatic. I always felt like I was walking down a path others laid down for me without my consent. This moment was a step towards my unknown.
Anybody else?
I had planned to go again regardless. This castle is basically the opposite of everything I believe in. You guys don't have to do this. Joel, just take it back. Liam needs our help. I'm not going to turn him down. You shouldn't put yourself in danger. Nobody should. This is also about me. I'm being selfish as well. It's okay. I'll be there to help you. I can't believe the sanest person here is Patrice, and he's shaking underneath the table. I'm stretching! Hear me? I have a condition. If you agree, I'll help you solve this curse.
I could really use your help. Tell me what you want.
Not here. We'll have a private discussion in my room after everyone settles down. Blake, what are you going to do? I hope nobody would agree. That castle gave me a terrible vibe yesterday, and now I'm hearing it could have been worse. I pray that Liam is exaggerating and we're all being stupid. I'm coming along to keep an eye on the situation, not for you.
I think we're done for now. I don't expect Patrice to join us. Everyone else agreed.
Liam stood up, exchanging a brief glance with Clyde. They were going to discuss the book in private rather than here. Aren't we going to talk about our exploration?
The day isn't over yet. We can discuss our findings later at Russell's Cafe.
Can someone take care of Patrice in the meantime?
I don't need help, I'm fine!
Then get out of there.
Soon!
I personally don't care about the book. I'll stay here with Patrice. Same. I don't care either. Clyde wants me to scare those idiots away. You got more pudding, right? I do, but please try restraining yourself from assuming too much sugar. That's not for you to decide. I understand, but you'll force me to refrain from asking you to help me. Then don't ask me. It's not your problem what I do with my life. Clyde was saddened to hear those cold remarks from Dylan. He thought maybe the crocodile would have listened to his concerns. Blake gently patted the dragon's back to cheer him up. Just let it go, not worth it. For now, I will. Liam quickly stood up, trying to rush them away.
Can we hurry? I had to deal with an unexpected situation, and now I'm running late.
He eyed me, and I avoided looking at him entirely. The book seemed interesting, but I was more concerned about Patrice. He didn't catch a break either. Ryan must have been thinking the same when he declined following the main group. We'll share any information about the book later. Hiya. The things men do for true happiness. Pudding. Yes! That is now the meaning of happiness. That is the meaning of life. Pudding. Remember, people. Eat your vegetables and drink your milk. Eat your vegetables and drink your milk. So you can grow up to be big and strong, just like Patrice. You don't want to be a little shit like Liam, do you? That little fucker's probably running on McDonald's or some shit. I mean, obviously, he's paying Dylan to beat the shit out of people or something, I don't know. So obviously he's got McDonald's money, he's living off of McDonald's. Patrice over here, he drinks his milk and eats his vegetables. He grew up to be big and strong. I don't know where I'm going with this. We'll share any information about the book later. You won't be missing out much, trust me. Everyone eventually walked away, leaving Patrice in our hands. Patrice, are you good? Could be better. I lowered myself under the table and saw him curled up into a ball. Not the best sign. Should I wait a little more? Yeah, if you could. Ryan and I returned to our seats, and I noticed Russell, lost in thought, staring at me. What's up? My bad. Didn't mean to do that. I think I can close an eye if you tell me what's on your mind. True, that sounds fair. Russell turned away from us and faced the hallway, looking for something. I was thinking that you changed an obvious outcome. I raised an eyebrow in confusion. Ryan was just as perplexed as I am. I believe Liam went into this meeting with the idea that nobody would help him. When you agreed, a chain reaction was triggered, causing everyone to follow suit. Not me!
Not me!
Patrice emerged from the depths only to say that. Oh wow, first time you do that. I'm going back there right now! No, I'm sorry. You should come. Patrice began laughing hysterically at him, taking his words as a literal joke. That was funny! Russell simply observed him with his neutral, ever-changing expression, giving Patrice the time to understand he meant it. No fucking way, I've got enough problems. Okay, bye. Ah! You'll never get over it if you keep running away from it. Huh? I just can't get over it. You just didn't find the right method for you to do that. Okay, listen. I don't know what you're on about, but I think I need to make a few things clear. I did try. I've talked with doctors, met specialists, and undergone therapy. It helped me find a way to handle the stress and freak out less. Yes, before you ask, this is nothing compared to how crazy I'd get. Liam did mention it sometimes, self-defense mechanisms that would make him lose control. You weren't ready before, but you are now. Facing the castle would really help you out. Or maybe it would fuck me up even more. What, you think the curse really exists? I mean, it could. I don't really want to find out. Confronting your irrational fears would let you regain full control over yourself. I'm serious. There's nothing there. You're not alone either. It's a perfect situation. That one chance of redemption you need. I expected to hear Patrice argue back and tell him to stop, but he didn't. The tiger sat there in silence and took it. Patrice carefully listened to everything he said with a hint of interest. Oh, I see what you mean. I did read something about this. There's an actual therapy. Hang on. There's an actual therapy that forces you to face your fears. Yes, I think your doctors will be asking you to try it if you haven't. You get an opportunity to do it for free. Ryan grew more worried when Patrice stopped speaking and chimed in to help his friend. We shouldn't pressure him into it if he doesn't want to. His doctors know what's best for him. Thank you, Ryan! Thank you! When it comes to sensitive shit like this, do not press the issue. If they're not comfortable with it, don't press the fucking issue. Don't press the issue. Now, in some circumstances, I get it. Like, if it's to help them, I get that. However, this isn't a walk in the park. This isn't something that can just... I don't know where I'm going with that, just don't press the fucking issue. Shouldn't pressure him into it if he doesn't want to. His doctors know what's best for him. I always take matters into my own hands when I can. There's no point in waiting for a solution to come. What if it never comes? You lose nothing by trying. I know you're saying this is in good faith, but try toning it down a little. Ryan tried to remind Patrice that there was no malice behind Russell's actions as well. It's just a shame seeing someone as strong as you falling prey to his own mind. I'm sorry for intruding. I believe he'll get better. I don't want you to think I'm fine with this. I hate it. I try my best to look fine when I have to explain my trauma to people. If I take a more positive approach, nobody will feel pity for me and behave differently. It's always shameful and embarrassing. Do I really have a choice in the matter? Will I ever manage to heal? I want to be exactly like you. For now, I'm stuck looking for a solution, and you say it's in the place I hate the most? I don't know if I'm able to cross that territory yet. You did consider it then. I always wondered if you had just given up and accepted this result. Never? No, I don't want to stop here. Good, that's the answer I wanted to hear. Keep trying, you'll succeed. Thanks. I wasn't sure if they were arguing or not, but by the end of that long conversation, I felt the need to grab Ryan's paw. He glanced down at me and we exchanged a brief smile, warmth of his body coming through his hand to mine. I need to go now. Thanks for listening to my thoughts. Sorry again if it came across as offensive. A bit, yeah, you were trying to be helpful, although poorly worded. Could have been worse. We stopped talking and waited for Russell to leave after giving Patrice a quick nod. You didn't need to pretend it didn't bother you. It only looks obvious to you because you know me. Shut up. I didn't know what to say, and, afraid of saying something inappropriate, I kept quiet. Can I have your honest opinion? Sure, lay it on me. Do you think anything he said could be true? What if I'm stuck because I haven't tried? Ryan scratched his head. He was worried to provide wrong insight. From someone who never experienced. I'm not sure. I want to say Russell could have approached the issue differently. I do believe trying every solution is the best way to find something that works for you. Who knows, maybe your hesitation is actually keeping you away from the answer. I guess. I'll ask my therapist then, see what he thinks on the matter. I'd rather avoid doing anything that could destroy all the progress I've done. Yeah, that's smart. You can ask and get back to me about it. Thanks. You're a good friend. Patrice stood up from his chair and we did the same, exchanging a few words before saying goodbye. If you need anything, text me, okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. I'll be doing a few calls. In the meantime, you should look after someone else. He smirked at me, making my whole body shiver in response. The urge to blush and hide was strong. Patrice immediately laughed, further increasing my hat responses, so I sought emotional support from Ryan, who I also found holding it in as much as he could, sealing the deal. I shoved myself inside the hat so hard I thought I'd make a hole and transform it into a scarf. See you later! He waved at us and walked away. We did the same, slightly off due to my reduced visibility. Okay, enough of that. What's your plan now? I have to attend one more lesson and make up for the time lost from before. Cool. Is the class open to everyone? Yeah, I think... Wait, are you thinking of coming with me? Yup, is that a problem? Well, no. I'd like that very much. I mumbled a bit, volume going down as I admitted how it made me feel. Good, I've got nothing left to do. Might as well stick around. It was genuinely reassuring to have him by my side. His presence alone would make everything more tolerable. And yet I wasn't strong enough to truly overcome the problem. I could hold his hand only after making sure we were alone, that nobody was paying attention. The way they looked at me, too much for me to handle. Something's wrong. No, I'm good. I stopped in my tracks and opened the door for Ryan to get inside. He was both taller and bigger than me. I'm sure Ryan didn't have any issues being open about himself. I couldn't fight back the way he did. Damn, your writing has gotten worse. Hey, give that back. I snatched away my notebook from his paws and grunted at him in response. I understand them. He snickered at me while I prepared all the materials on my desk until Ryan bothered me again. Oh, wait, is that... I sighed, beginning to regret letting him come along. He was too distracting for me. What now? Where are you looking? I turned in the direction he was facing and saw a fairly big group of people circling around someone. I certainly couldn't see who it was being harassed in the middle, but that was a familiar scene. Ryan got up, pushed people away, and snuck inside. It didn't take him long before pulling himself out with a tired Clyde in tow. Oh my god, it's Pretty Derg, boy man. Enough! Professor's coming soon. Everyone sit down. I heard a few try to argue back, scoff and mumble some insults, but the chaos eventually subsided. Clyde sat down next to me, obviously worn out and overwhelmed. I just wanted to attend a lesson. Wait, you're not here to do council work? He's a student too, he has to go to class just like you. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it. I miss your dumb bear energy. I'm starting to consider Blake's proposal of changing identity. It wouldn't be too hard in theory. The real problem is convincing my professors to play along. I'd say do it. It's worth the effort. This isn't good for your mental health. I'll discuss it with Blake some other time. Right now, things are a bit unstable. Ryan and I eyed each other, realizing something wasn't right almost immediately. Their relationship was immaculate, just as strong as ours. Why? Did something happen? When we parted ways, I talked things out with Liam, and Blake hated that I was seeking middle ground. You remember the scar on his face, right? He's convinced Liam did that to him. Wait, when did this happen? I don't remember seeing Blake without that scar, ever. Thought it was something he got earlier? You don't know the story? Oh, I guess it did happen when you left your house. Heard a stray cat was let loose somewhere and was fairly aggressive for some reason. Blake caught it and defended a young woman from hurting her. He decided to not harm it and the cat almost got his eye. Yeah, that sums it up. Everyone pointed at Liam, believing it to be another sick joke of his. No evidence was found and he simply stayed a forever suspect. It makes sense for Blake to hate him. We had an argument over this matter because I have reached the conclusion a third party was involved and Liam was used as a scapegoat. He left the room and never returned. I don't know where he is now and hasn't replied to my messages. I see, that's a tough situation to be in. You should leave him be for a while. I'm sure he's trying to process what happened too. I hope so. Blake is very important to me. He was the first person to ever look at me beyond what I wear. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him. That's so cute. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at his little thumbs. Look at his thumbs. Look at his fingers. They're so cute and stubby. I just want to pinch them out. I just want to squeeze them. I just want to squeeze his fingers. They're so short and stubby. They're so tiny and thick and adorable. I just want to squeeze them. No, I don't want to bite them. I don't want to bite them. Yeah, that's allowed. I don't want to bite them. I don't want to bite them. I just want to squeeze them. I just want to reach over with my thumb and forefinger and squeeze them. I just want to squeeze his fingers. Just look at them. They're so squeezable. Look at his fingers. They're so squeezable. Like I just want stubby Derg grabbers, perfect for hand holding. No, they're perfect for squeezing. I just want to squeeze them. Just a pointer finger and thumb, and just squeeze his fingers. Just squeeze them. Especially his left pinky. I mean, look at it. This finger right here is the cutest. I just want to squeeze it. fucking back. I just want to squeeze his fingers. That's so cute. I'm sure Blake will be back. He also cares about you, and this isn't strong enough to destroy the time you spent together. I looked at Ryan and felt warm inside my chest. The things we built together are never going to fade away. Not like this. I feel the same. Those words were really powerful. I appreciate it. When they come from the heart, they can be really touching. I'll try to do the same. I want him to hear me. Okay, Sora. Kingdom Hearts. Before I could ask about the book, our professor entered the classroom, forcing me to postpone that discussion at the end. I was feeling pretty energized, and thanks to Clyde, Ryan was harassing him and not me. My notes were absolutely spectacular. I was feeling especially proud of the way I summarized everything. Can you explain that part to me again? I'm not sure I got the procedure right. Clyde was so pleasant to talk to. He'd share his notes with me and discuss the topic together. I sincerely hoped for another chance to study with him in the future. It was a fun hour. Does it make sense now? Oh my, yes. This sounds way easier than I thought. Sometimes I'd turn around and face Ryan just to check what he was up to, and he would simply stare and nod at me. I did the same and received a motivation boost to push my work higher. If we ever find ourselves with matching arguments, please come find me. I was going to say the same thing. Thanks to you, I feel like I won't ever need to use my notes. Wait. Ryan fingers! Look at them! Look at Ryan's fingers. No one ate his thumbs. They're behind him. God damn it, cats. You ate his thumbs. Damn it. You ate his thumbs. What the hell? Ryan walked to me from behind and placed his paws on my shoulder. Anything else left for the day? No, I think I'm done. What about you, though? You didn't ditch your lessons to come along, right? Ryan began sweating, covering it all with a fake giggle. I was about to call him out on it, but Clyde jumped in before I could. Multiple professors came to me to report a decrease in Ryan's attendance. Please don't make me act like a kindergarten teacher. Well, this morning I wasn't in the right mindset for it. I personally believe this is not an issue I should take care of. They told me because you kept avoiding them. I'm sorry. I'll talk to them tomorrow. Does that mean you also skipped right now? No, I swear I was free. It was fun spending time with you two, but now I have to go. A meeting is coming up soon. Wait, can we walk together? There's something I need to ask you before we part ways. Sure, you can tell me as we go back to my room. We left the classroom and slowly made our way to the council room. I'd like to keep tabs on the castle situation since we did agree on coming back there. We didn't say anything else aside from what you heard at lunchtime. We discussed Liam's case and then checked out that book I found. Was it spooky? Ryan's voice darkened to match his joke, waving his fingers around Clyde. I let out a small chuckle and hushed him. Shh. Enough to say it was a good idea keeping Patrice from seeing inside. We both froze for a couple of seconds when we heard a genuine response. Oh, you serious? Hiya. I wouldn't joke on this, I'm serious. Okay then, what was inside? Weird phrases and scattered words, insults, cries, things you'd hear when you're either crazy or desperate. Isn't it possible to fabricate it? I believe it, yeah. But the book was empty before, and now these things written in red showed up. In red? I hope it's not blood. My body shivered at the image of fresh blood streaming down its pages. I wanted to say invisible ink, but ink exists, but Liam never got access to it. I don't believe you do this. Something's definitely weird. Dylan began bleeding from his nose after looking at it. A strong emotion could trigger that, but then again, we're talking about Dylan. I'll take my time and learn more about the castle and the book. I'm planning to return it tonight. Yeah, makes sense. Thanks for letting us know. We watched Clyde open the door and wait outside. He gave it a quick look inside. It didn't feel fair to me. He was getting enough problems from everyone else, and Blake now blamed him for doing his job. Oh, sorry. I thought you guys already left. Don't mind me. He did his best to cover up his sadness and grief. In the past, I used to do everything alone, so let's say this is just fine. Do you want us to stick around? It'd be nice to have you both, but I can't let outsiders join me. Those are the rules, unfortunately. Yeah, I get that. I shook my head and stomped away, growing more and more upset as I witnessed this unfolding. Take care, okay? Ryan rushed a goodbye, closed the door, and quickly chased after me. Where are we going? I'm going to Blake. What? You don't know where he is? Most likely in the bathroom smoking an entire pack like a dumbass. We said to Clyde that he should leave him alone, and now you're going to jump in like that? His pacing increased so that he could get in the way and hold me still. I'm pissed, okay? He did nothing wrong and is being punished for it. We exchanged a long stare before Ryan spoke again with an understanding smile. Listen, I get it. It's not fair. Nothing's fair, honestly. You tell me. I am not against this, you know me. If I can insert myself into someone else's problem, I will. But I think they will fix this on their own just fine. Give them the opportunity to do so. So, what? You're saying that you only do that with people who refuse to face their problems? Ryan coughed, and when I glared at him, he looked away. I do that with Dylan all the time. Don't play dumb with me, you know what I'm thinking. I aggressively poked his arm, forcing him to look at me again. You're different. I would always insert myself into your problems, whether you like it or not. Same here, so don't you dare keep anything else hidden from me. I won't. My rage eventually subsided, replaced by a disappointed exhale. That idiot better do something nice for Clyde. I'm sure he will. I unlocked my phone and checked the time displayed on the screen. I have to guess we'll meet up at the cafeteria at the same time as yesterday. That gives us 5 hours or so of freedom. I'll be going home and getting ready for tonight. You should do the same. Probably, yeah, I guess I should. I'll also brainstorm something to feed your family, okay? I know you'll pretend to hurt me, but take it easy, will you? My heart's sensible. Big guy and his big heart, my favorite combination. Yes, sir, that's me, alright. We shared another short chuckle and made our way back to his car. The day isn't over yet, and I feel like I could sleep until tomorrow. My mind quickly skimmed through everything we've done so far, and, with a sharp exhale, I rested on the windowsill of his car. Yeah, longer than I expected. Deep down, something was irking me, yearning for something I didn't understand. I believed everything was fine. Things ended up on a good note and properly talked out. But then, what was this weird feeling in my chest? Did I leave something unfinished? I brushed it all off and labeled overthinking combined with my usual stress-anxiety combo. I was going home soon and a nap would fix everything. There was a familiar smell only your home has, and I really missed that today. I wanted nothing else but to relax now, just me and my academic notes. Ryan looked in a hurry to go somewhere, though I didn't ask why. I get that he also needed his space after what happened today, and I wasn't going to ask him to stick around longer. Helping others felt nice and surely was the right thing to do, but what about me? Was I going to have to pretend everything was fine on my end? Would I need to keep pretending I have zero issues? I can't do this right now. I'm too preoccupied to throw any effort into it. I shoved these problems back into the closet where they crawled out from and locked them in. She's not here. They're not here. I left. I'm done thinking about it. I went through my notes and memorized what I assumed was going to be the argument for our next exam, then fell asleep on the table. What's the point of drinking coffee if this is going to happen regardless? I grumbled out loud as I got up from the desk, checking the time then my messages to see if anything had happened while I was away. Got a sudden work call. Mind if we meet directly at Russell's later? I have to take this. It was a text sent an hour ago or so while I was snoring on top of my IT books. I was obviously going to agree, but I appreciated him masking that. Your IT books? Your IT books? Girl, Joel, Hole, Howard, whatever the fuck your name is. If you're trying to get into IT, don't go to college for it. Only do that if you're, like, going the full route, like computer science and shit. If you're just wanting to go into IT, go to a trade school. Or some shit. Hell, I went to a trade school. Look at me now. I completed the program almost 4 years ago, and not once have I used it. Actually, no, I used it once. Bro is setting himself up for hell? Yes. Take it from me, I completed an IT program at a trade school. Pain. That's the best way to describe it. Pain. Sure, take care. He was working for his uncle as a Clearly I can't speak English either. He was working for his uncle as a mechanic, if I remember correctly. I thought that was odd, because it's just fixing cars and it's a family business. Would they really ask for him in a car-related emergency? I guess he must be really good. I don't know, doesn't matter. Then another text came through with a different sender. Our crazy planner for tonight.
Are you busy? I need to ask you about the castle.
Did he? Funny, I didn't got to ask anything at all. I'm supposed to do that, not you.
You have more? I thought I got it all already.
No, I mean, I got the premise. As crazy as it sounds, the real question is, what are we supposed to do for you? Are we looking for your sister? I didn't know how to approach the issue, honestly. It was kind of rude to point out that we were most likely looking for a dead body unless more was in the picture.
I hear you. You want to know how to identify her?
I gulped. My question was cold, but his response was just as bad.
It's useless to explain right now, so wait until tonight. I'm writing down everything you need to know, because it's a lot and I might forget something.
You're writing?
Yeah.
I was trying to imagine how much he had yet to reveal.
I'll do my best to make it idiot-proof. Ryan has to read it.
Whatever. Did you want to know what we found?
Yes, thank you. I'm making a map, so if you can recall directions, that'd be helpful.
It was a short, straightforward exploration. We turned right from the lounge, then kept walking in a straight line all the way to the end.
You didn't open any other doors?
We tried. Ryan said they didn't budge.
Interesting. Any other details you'd consider important?
There was so much dust we left footprints behind us like you would in a desert.
Sounds like a safe room.
I don't understand.
Just thinking out loud. Keep going.
Well, it led us toward a dining hall, which was just as dusty and covered in white sheets. Saw a lot of chandeliers there.
Yep, that's the room I was looking for. Thank you!
I was annoyed by the way he continued to withhold information from me, but it was futile to point it out and have him brush me off like before. Then we searched for you and that's it.
It's okay, you were feeling sick that night. I'll be packing your bag accordingly.
I can bring my own painkillers, you know. Besides, I doubt it will happen again. He said nothing, but I caught a little snort, which infuriated me. Don't fucking jinx it!
You're so sensitive. This is completely out of my control.
He was right about that, and yet it sounded sarcastic to me. I need to keep working. See you later. I was trying not to be mean to him, so I hurried and closed the call before he reached that part. Something about the way he spoke rubbed me the wrong way. It was getting late and the moon slowly showed itself through my window. I enjoyed the view. Looking at it felt enchanting, calming my soul with its positive energy. Blake and I related on that matter, at least. I unlocked my phone looking for new messages by Ryan, but he sent none. He'd been offline ever since the previous one. He must have been busy if he couldn't get a moment to get online again or to send me an update. I'd see him at Russell's then. That was the plan. I was growing uneasy, and I didn't understand why. Ryan wasn't obligated to keep tabs on me. We all have our own lives to live, and I was being entitled by demanding his attention when what he gave me was already more than enough. I got myself some water. Being dehydrated was feeding my intrusive thoughts, so I took a good sip and set out. Walking under the moonlight was nice. I found myself staring at the moon multiple times while walking down the road, listening to nature in the background through my headphones. It was crowded, so I'd hoped to see people heading to the same place as me, but instead, they would stop at the sparkling cafe sitting on the main road, not bothering to get deeper inside to find the hidden gem waiting for them. Truly disappointing, they're missing out. I stood outside the cafe, where I was able to distinguish some vague shapes, but their voices were drowned by the walls. Maybe Ryan was already inside waiting for me to arrive. Heard a rustling from the side of the building, and upon closer inspection, I saw a shadow moving around the corner. Russell himself? Someone else working with him? I didn't care enough to investigate further and walked in. Russell's welcoming face was the first thing I saw, sweeping the floor near the entrance. Good evening. He raised his face to stare at me a little bit, then greeted me before I'd walk away. You look surprised to see me here. You noticed that? I assumed you were in the back. I sensed movement there. Russell grunted a bit as realization struck him, then dropped the broom he was holding and rushed outside. I see. I made my way deeper inside, hoping to see Ryan at the counter, but I was met with Dylan, Patrice, and Blake instead. I could smell the alcohol already, and as much as I wanted to blame the tiger for that, Dylan was still holding his beer and 2 empty cups were sitting on the counter. Evening. They all turned around to meet me, and I immediately noticed a certain evasiveness in their eyes. Blake, on the other hand, reminded me of what Clyde told me before, and seeing him here now, I had hoped they talked things out.
I told you it was a stupid idea.
Dylan grunted, annoyed. He opened his mouth and shoved all the beer down in one gulp. Yeah, why is Patrice here? I thought you wouldn't join us tonight. My therapist thinks it's a good opportunity to test myself and see how far I've come. So he's planning on getting himself drunk to run away from the issue. I didn't say that!
The only thing you're doing is stinking up the place with that disgusting breath of yours. Take a mint for fuck's sake.
Patrice blushed uncomfortably, smelled his own breath, and walked away to fix it. He seems to have a good tolerance for alcohol, unlike Ryan. He's a slutty drunk! Patrice shouted a few tables away from us. Don't tell him I said that! Where is he, by the way? I haven't seen him for a while now. He's a slutty drunk. Oh god, that just reminded me of something. He's a slutty drunk. That just reminded me. In the Moonlight Castle Discord server, I think I got called a slut. I genuinely think I got called a slut. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. Let me pull it up. I want to hear your opinion on it. I want to hear your opinion on it. Did I get called a slut? I don't know. I probably shouldn't be saying that on Twitch. I probably shouldn't be, but I don't give a shit. Do not let that bear near beer. I'm gonna let that bear near beer. Wait, what? Okay. Grabbing the laptop. I have it open. Let me go to general non-spoilers. And, okay. I'm turning on the webcam. You will not get flashbanged. Hang on, let me just move the microphone somewhere. Right there. Okay, the microphone's right there. Okay. Here's the laptop. Here's what I mean. It's on dark mode. Actually, let me do this. And right there. Discord. Fucking, you know what? I'm just gonna read it. I got tagged saying, who knows, maybe we'll see some shirtless Ryan fan art sooner or later. And I replied with fucking eyes. And the developer, Kiko, however you pronounce his name. I don't know how to pronounce his name. How do I pronounce his name? Said, sluts, all of you. I think I got called a slut. I mean, in regards to Ryan, he's not wrong. Wait, what? Fucking... Yeah. It's like, it didn't stop me from going about my day. Like, I just went about my day, and yeah. Where is he, by the way? I haven't seen him for a while now. Ah, shit. Wrong thing. Right there. I felt a slight shift in their behavior with my question. Well, the thing is...
Just tell him.
It's about being tactful, that's all. I don't want you to freak out, okay? Everything's fine. Desiring shirtless Ryan mean... Right? Fucking right, Lug? Right? I don't want you to freak out, okay? Everything's fine.
Dude, you're making it look worse than it is.
Am I? I felt my chest tighten. The fact that I could hear my own heartbeat pulsing in my ears wasn't a good sign. The more I tried to calm it down, the worse I felt. Guys, what's going on? I yelled. They weren't paying attention to me, and I wasn't good at staying calm. I think you were right. I am giving him the wrong impression. Ryan's fine. His face might be a little scuffed, but he's good.
You're wasting time. He's in the bathroom.
See it for yourself.
Dylan! Fuck that. I never said I'd cover for a sorry ass.
I didn't stick around to listen to what they were talking about. When I heard where he was, my body just sprinted there, overloaded with worry. I didn't think I had that much in me. With zero hesitation, I slammed the door wide open with all my might, causing both Clyde and Ryan to freak out. That also calmed me down a little. I didn't mean to do that. Oh gosh, it's you. I was sorry for frightening them. I really got carried away. Ryan was there, showing me his back on purpose to hide something. Seeing him there deflated my anger, at least. The bear was sitting on a chair while Clyde moved around him with an open first aid kit sitting in the sink. Hey, do you need the bathroom? I narrowed my eyes, slightly annoyed. Turn around. I walked closer. How do I look? How do I look? Ryan begged Clyde, allowing me to only see one side of his face. Patrice's comment made more sense now. Stop touching your face, you look fine. I walked around to get a full view of Ryan. Relief was the first emotion I went through. He did look fine, except for a couple of bruises and redness in his face. Nothing that a good rest wouldn't fix. Then, after worry left my body, anger creeped in to replace it. See? Nothing to be worried about. Just a little cut, that's all. Who cut you? Ryan? Who cut you? Who cut you? Ryan, who cut you? You better give me a fucking name. You better give me a fucking name of who cut you, because I am going to release the anger of 10,000 chihuahuas on their ass. The anger of 10,000 chihuahuas. Ah! I raised a brow and turned to the dragon. Surely he wouldn't lie to me like Ryan just did. I was told his clumsiness on the job caused it, but I can assure you this is nothing serious. I took a deep breath and stared straight into the bear's eyes. I know you don't want me to worry, but by doing this, you make me feel twice as bad. Negative emotions exist for a reason, and you can't erase them. So much ankle biting. I won't be aiming for the ankle. I'm not going to aim for the ankle. Negative emotions exist for a reason and you can't erase them. Ryan looked away. So if anything happens, I want you to tell me. I don't want to have to find out for myself or worse, have our friends stalled for time while you look presentable for me. You're right. I'm sorry it happened so fast I didn't think it through. I just hope this is the last time. Then my anger also left me, and all I wanted was to sink into his arms and feel his body wrapped around me. He was hesitant at first, but slowly relented and closed me into a hug. Clyde gently tapped us from behind after gathering what was used to patch Ryan up. You should go drink some water. It's important to stay hydrated. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead then. I tried to follow him, only for Clyde to hold my hand to keep me there with him. Can I have a quick word with you? It didn't take me long to realize the concerned look on his face. What's wrong? There's been something on my mind ever since he showed up, and I believe you should be aware of it. The way he described what happened and the cuts I've seen don't match. I'm not very well versed on cars and the dangers they can cause, so I could be wrong. Those didn't look like the correct injuries, if that makes sense. You mean something else hurt him? I'm not confident in my claim, so please do take it with a grain of salt. Ryan wouldn't have gone through so much trouble to hide something as trivial as this. He must have thought the damage looked worse. Thanks for helping him out. I didn't know you were a doctor as well. I have some medical knowledge, but it's basic. I just like helping people. Dylan said where Ryan was when Blake went to look at Joel after scolding Dylan. There's just... Yes! I just like helping people. How are things between you and Blake? I didn't get the chance yet. He showed up here at least. I will consider that a positive sign. I wish you the best. I reached for the sink for some cold water to wash my face, fully wake up and talk to Ryan properly without getting emotional. I'll be heading back. Should I send him in here again? No need. I'll go fetch him myself. I noticed Russell was back and next to him was Liam, whom I hadn't seen before. They all looked like they were having fun. Good for them. Ryan was sitting at the closest table near the bathroom with Patrice, and the tiger began giggling as I made my way toward them. Sounds like you're in trouble! I didn't need to say anything. Patrice got up and walked away, leaving the two of us alone to sort this out. God damn it, Patrice. If you tell me the truth now, I'll pretend this never happened. Ryan met my gaze, then turned away again. He was growing impatient, shaking his leg under the table until he couldn't hold it anymore. I happened to meet James tonight. A sigh escaped me. I haven't heard that name in a long time. My childhood memories were flooding back into me just by hearing his name. He still lives there, huh? We got into a fight and that's the truth. Yes, that sounds like it. Time to... Better start making his fucking headstone. I am going to delete that motherfucker. Yes, that sounds like it. I swear I wasn't... I know, silly bear, you'd never do that. You were just defending yourself. He wasn't just insulting me. He wanted to know about you too, and then he said that word, the one I really hate. He's always been like that, provoking you and stuff. Should have told you. I know that. I thought I could bring it up tomorrow or something. Not now. Don't hide these things from me anymore, okay? I hate finding out like this. Girl, don't take lugs killed. Fuck. Oh, hiya. Send James to the contraptions. Yes! Yes! Don't hide these things from me anymore, okay? I hate finding out like this. I placed my hand on top of his. There's a lot I haven't had the chance to say yet. Will you be mad again if I take my time telling you? What should we say? What should we say to the bear? To the bow? He's just so cute! Oh my god, his thumbs! His thumbs, they look so squishy. They look so squeezable, I just want to hold his hand. Ah! What are we going to say to the bear? Oh, thank you, cats. Thank you for giving a thumb back. Put him in a Danganronpa execution. Nah. You be mad again if I take my time telling you? He's asking if we're gonna be mad. He's asking if we're gonna be mad. You know what? I have to find out, but if it goes bad, we're reloading that save. I will most likely be mad again. This may not be the right response, but it's what he needed to hear from me, because I can't lie and pretend this is fine. Do you know why I get mad? Ryan's face slightly shifted forward. Because you care about me. That's right. Do you not get mad on my behalf too? And if you've made a mistake, shouldn't I let you know? That doesn't mean I love you less. I will be by your side regardless. Thank you. Ryan stood up and looked past me, where everyone else was. We should join them. Cry havoc and let slip the chihuahuas of war. Yes! Time to release the anger of 10,000 chihuahuas. Each chihuahua contains the anger of 10,000 men. Hey Siri, what's 10,000 times 10,000? Damn it. What's 10,000 times 10,000? Damn it, Siri. Hey Siri, what's 10,000 times 10,000?
The answer is 100 million.
The anger of 100 million men. Thank you, Siri. I don't want to be the first that they kill when the AI overlords take over. The anger of 100 million men. Whenever you're ready. Ryan nodded and led the way. It's only 10,000 chihuahuas, which is the anger of 100 million men. That's it. We took small steps together. I should also do that.
About time. I wasn't gonna give the same speech twice.
I saw you entering the cafe literally 1 minute ago.
Wrong. I've been here the whole time.
If you care even a little about your fantasies, you better move on and talk. Russell was somewhat angrier than when I left him earlier. Liam really was capable of pissing anyone off. Blinks promptly laughed at him and pulled out a book for all of us to see. Ghost Hunting for Dummies? Patrice read the cover out loud only for him to enter a laughing fit. Are you serious? That's, friendly.
I thought it was funny.
Come on now. We've gathered here to assist him in his search. Might as well see it through to the end. Hey, if this is a level of scary I have to face, I'm all for it. Okay, let's see what's in here. If it's blank, I'm going to pit. Hang on, I gotta keep reading it properly. No, do not. Oh, I cast manual breathing. Oh, I cast testicular torsion. No. To the fucker who hurt Ryan, I cast instant Brazilian wax. To the fucker who hurt Ryan, I cast vertical tortilla chip. For the fucker who hurt Ryan, I cast stepping on a Lego at 3 a.m., which causes a ghost to summon, which causes you to jump up and then hit your head, resulting in a large bump that will send you into shock and eventual not living. I love Ryan. If it's blank, I'm going to piss my pants. The first 2 pages showed us an unfinished map of the castle with notes and ideas of new possible paths and what we could theoretically see on the way. Fuck. Do not take my threats seriously. Do not take them seriously. I swear to God, there's some Tom and Jerry... Fuck, there's some Tom and Jerry shit. It's Tom and Jerry. Yeah, do your no ads dance, cats. Do your no ads dance. Yes! I always get so happy seeing your no ads dance. Ah, look, this is where Ryan and I went. I pointed at the right wing side of the castle and noticed how we all spread out in different directions.
This is the basement, after the library. Don't go in there, it's dangerous.
An indoor greenhouse. What a strange location. Are you sure this is correct? I saw it myself. There's no mistake. I will take a guess and say Dylan saw it too.
I did. That was the one cutting a path through the vines.
I'd like to see it. The map was surprisingly useful. It helped to share information faster than I expected.
I made only 4 because we're exploring in pairs. Don't lose it. I won't be around explaining stuff.
Liam flipped to the next page, a page about ghosts and what to do if one appeared.
I wanted to make a little drawing here, but I'm not good at it.
I went ahead to read some of the text for myself, but there wasn't much to find. Red ghost runner hide, blue ghost ignore. Why is that? Aren't they supposed to be transparent? I thought ghosts were white. That is, if they ever existed to begin with.
If they're cursed, their color changes.
Is that it? No explanation given? I did want to know the difference, as crazy as it sounded. Colors meant something?
It's for dummies, remember? I gave you the simplest version possible, but if you care to learn more, I did explain more at the end. I needed to make sure the most important things were in front.
I could check it out later then. Be respectful of your surroundings. Don't make noise, don't break anything, and take it slow. Patrice read another line unimpressed. This sounds like a school trip. Joel compared it to a museum, and you're giving it the same vibe.
When you put like that, you're right.
You could find traps. I'd recommend running only if there's no other option available.
I suppose that makes a little sense. The floor didn't look stable. I'd rather not see anyone falling through. Another page showed 2 rings. They looked exactly the same, only the stone in each was different.
My sister's most likely wearing this ring here.
Liam pointed at the blue ring in the picture. What about the red one then? Blinks promptly pulled out the real thing from his pocket.
This one's mine. It was a birthday gift. I'm assuming she's still wearing hers.
He also included a picture of them together, but I guess she'd most likely be unrecognizable. Can I ask a question regarding this thing here? Clyde brought us back to the map, addressing one of the handwritten notes Liam added. Something called a safe room followed by multiple question marks.
It's technically a clean space free of ghosts that we could use to rest and recharge.
I see, and why is it written like that?
I'm not sure of where it could be. That's why you see those question marks.
I have something important to say.
Yes?
Let's say I found your sister. What do you want me to do afterward?
You leave her where she is, wait for me in the safe room, and I'll do the rest.
Alright, I get the gist of things now. He does? I still find this insane. Hopefully I'm not the one who finds her!
I also wrote some more hypothetical scenarios you guys can read while Ryan drives us back to the castle.
He walked in my direction and handed me a similar looking bag to the one I saw yesterday. I didn't exactly register the situation properly and just took it off his hands, only for the bag to drag me down with its weight. Why is it so heavy? Ryan came to my rescue and took this boulder away from me.
It's really not.
Again, being indirectly called a weakling sure was nice.
Let Ryan carry it then, and don't worry about it.
I raised my head towards the bear. I can take it, no problem. Patrice began chuckling upon hearing that, and Ryan flushed red. You're such an idiot. Are we going to split again like yesterday?
For sure, but
It's time to drink
if
water.
that doesn't reassure you guys, I'll take a look around first to double
It's
check whether
time to
it's safe.
drink water.
Silence.
It's time to drink water.
We didn't say anything. It was a lot to take in considering how much
It's
we
time
heard
to
already
drink water.
today. I wouldn't blame anyone if they ever decided to step away now that we were about to leave. That is, if anyone believed what he had told us. It felt as though we were passively taking it all in without actually understanding the situation. I was strangely drawn to the castle, and I didn't understand why. Was everyone else experiencing this feeling too? Time to depart, correct? Clyde took a deep breath, clutching his bag close to his chest. I'm supposed to return this book tonight. That means I can't run away from this. Are you sure? I feel like you're trusting Liam too easily. Blake, you didn't see what I saw. He might be telling the truth after all. Let's not spoil the night. I'm not discussing this in front of everyone. Things between them were still tense, regardless of how hard they tried to look casual about it. I understand. Oh, don't worry about it. Clyde inhaled and exhaled, letting out small puffs of smoke and ashes. Allow me to be honest with you, Blake. I need the opportunity to do what's right instead of having my path blocked. I will give you what you want, but it has to be delivered my way. He surprised us all with that response, Blake included. His words hung in the air, leaving the wolf stunned. I disagree, but you're the one in charge. Anyhow, I'm here right now, so get a clue already. He pulled out a cigarette and walked away, but we both noticed a slight shift in his demeanor. Clyde's words did matter, and he thought so too. Ryan looked smug, wearing an obvious "I told you so" on his face.
I'm going to pack our things. Dylan!
So you want me to do it?
The crocodile scoffed and hurried out after him. I'll join you soon. Clyde left as well, but walked through a different exit to be alone. Can I have the short version? I feel like everyone here knows what's going on with them but me. Russell smiled, giving away that he was informed as well, leaving Patrice the odd one out. I need to talk with the owner. We're going to leave off here tonight. Well, anyways. Stay safe, have a good night. And I will see you all tomorrow.